nutraMetrix knows how to make some noise, and I'm really, really excited about what our nutraMetrix people have accomplished in the last 6 months, because that applause that you just heard belongs to the individuals who are fully committed to achieving the vision of wellness and what we have for nutraMetrix, because they deserve that applause that you just gave for helping our division increase by 15% in the last year for 2012. Congratulations, you guys. That means everybody's business is growing. So why is nutraMetrix doing so well? We're going to explain that and help position it. But for those of you who don't know what nutraMetrix is yet, I'll explain it. nutraMetrix is a division of Market America that's designed exclusively for licensed health professionals, where we provide products and services and support for their offices. So who is our audience today for this conversation, and how do you fit in? Because I'll tell you, nutraMetrix is a division that may or may not be what you choose to do for yourself. However, everybody in here benefits from nutraMetrix, and I'll explain how and why. First of all, for health professionals, we help health professionals implement revenue-generating wellness solutions to benefit their patients and their practice. For nutraMetrix consultants, it's a very professional business system to help implement programs in offices with training and support needed to get it done. But for the Market America distributors, all of you, you're not able to set up doctors with the nutraMetrix accounts. Only a trained nutraMetrix consultant can. However, you can leverage and harness the power of nutraMetrix for your business by adding NCs, consultants, to your business. So let's talk about why we're doing so well. The first reason we're doing so well is that the economy is changing. The whole healthcare economy is changing, rising business costs, drug costs, insurance reimbursements are going down. What all of this means is that profitability in medical is going down, and it's getting harder and harder to keep the doors open and stay alive in business. Health professionals are getting acquired, having to close out, form partnerships. It's a challenging time, and with all the changes in healthcare, we know this. You see it in the news with articles like in the Wall Street Journal, doctors struggling to make ends meet. CNN Money. This is a chart showing you the growing number of health professionals having to take out loans just to cover payroll. And payroll is the greatest expense of any office, so that we understand things need to change if you can't keep the good staff, because they're seeing more patients in less amount of time, so everybody's even busier. So what are health professionals doing today to help fix this? Well, like I just said, one is seeing more patients, but the staff is already very busy. They're very busy. Okay, with all the patients that they have, adding new patients isn't that easy. They can work more hours and stay open longer, but then where's your time off? You know, everybody wants to have a little bit of time off. You're like, 10 to 15 hours a week sounds good, right? Yeah, it should. It should sound good for you guys. They can open additional locations, but every single one of these things requires more time and more money. All right, so now we have to figure out a solution. Well, what we're talking about here is response-based marketing, and the question is simple: what are the patients asking for? And if we simply listen to the types of questions that the patients are asking, answering those questions not only gives them the support and service that they want as patients, but it's at the same time generating revenue for the doctor's office, and that's what we teach how to do with nutraMetrix. Patients are asking how to lose weight. They are asking which multi-calcium or omega to recommend, and many more. And they're asking what their options are for what else they can do with their health. We simply help provide those answers so that the health professionals can answer what their patients want. So are the patients already buying supplements? I would say all of you certainly are. But the rest of the community too. $22.1 billion spent annually on supplements already. But what are they buying? Well, who's giving them the advice? Ever go to the health food store and the clerk is giving you instructions on what you should do for all your challenges without the courtesy of your medical records? That's just interesting, but it makes you understand why patients are asking the doctors. Well, they're buying that, and they're buying things from the store. And these companies bank on the fact that the average consumer does not know how to read these labels. They do not know that Centrum Vitamins has hydrogenated fat, talc, in it. Why do we have a trans fat in a multivitamin? Flintstones vitamins, hydrogenated fat, and aspartame. Okay, why do we have aspartame in Flintstones vitamins? Does this make sense? No. But these companies and others can bank on the fact that the average consumer does not know what these big words are or how to read a correct formulation. That's another reason why they are asking their health professionals, what can we do? Well, the nutraMetrix difference. There's many things that we do that are different from all the other companies out there. Our solutions are customized to the unique needs of every practice. And not only that, but they can customize solutions to each and every patient. Every specialty, every patient we can support. We have educational support for both the staff and the patients and the health professionals. It is exclusive, as I said, for health professionals, and the formulations are absolutely superior. They get results, and results are the things that get returns. Okay? So 4 categories of business that we have, just to start off with. Of course, a differentiator is the isotonic nutrition. You know how important that is. With isotonic delivery, results are measurable. And when the patients experience results, they reorder. And that's important because a lot of companies, they don't feel the results, they don't stay compliant to the recommendations. Big on compliance. Now we can take those and customize them for each individual patient, or create a practice formula, like a dental health regimen, an inflammation support, cardiovascular support, insulin support, or blood sugar support. We also have our TLS weight loss system. We love that. Yes, we love our TLS weight loss solution. I myself, years ago, asked the doctor, what do you recommend to help me lose weight? He told me to eat less. I told him I'm only eating 2 Slim Fast bars a day. I don't know how I'm going to eat less. And then I realized the system's broken. The fact is, people don't know how to lose weight. And the fact that we can implement such a fantastic program to help educate people for making those permanent lifestyle changes sets us apart again. And then add to that the gene SNP DNA analysis. We have so many health professionals coming on board just for that, because it gives them tools, resource, and accuracy in figuring out the nutritional needs for their patients and helping them get their wellness program. One of my very, very favorite things, and very responsible for helping me improve my own health. I was on 14 prescriptions at once a long time ago. And now I have none because of what we do here, and that makes me passionate in what we do. Right. We also have the support to go with it, brochures, marketing materials, and very importantly, an amazing online web system that each health professional gets, where their patients can get educated, get support, and reorder their supplies online at their convenience. All of these support and tools help our health professionals market themselves, give themselves an internet presence, and generate revenue through our systems and helping them. With this, we achieve our mission of changing the face of healthcare, and the people applauding earlier are the ones who are changing the face of healthcare in this country. And we're good at it. Here's our growth chart, 15% growth, and we expect a very, very big 2013 thanks to the fantastic growth that we continue to have. Now, I get the very special privilege to introduce you to a few of our doctors. We have some doctors who are really helped leading the way and paving the road to wellness in the country. And we have some sampling of different backgrounds to help you understand how specifically nutraMetrix works with their practice. Our first doctor is Dr. Stephen Schnur, cardiologist down here actually in Miami, CEO of Elite Health Medical Group, top 10 in executive wellness in the country, and senior medical advisor for nutraMetrix. Please help me give a nutraMetrix welcome to Dr. Stephen Schnur.
It's been 3 years that I've been with Market America, and it's been an amazing ride. I was telling my partner the other night, I was saying how much we have learned, and that I wouldn't replace it for the world, because it's done for me what I really needed to do to be able to survive as a physician and diversify the practice. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody here. You know, about 3 years ago, I'm a cardiologist, and I was practicing solely cardiology, and I saw the revenues drop in our business model. And I told my partner, listen, we have to change. We can't be a dinosaur. We have to adapt, and we have to change. We need to broaden our base. So we decided to change the practice into more of a health and wellness practice. By doing that, we needed to incorporate high-quality nutraceutical products. Believe me, we did our research. We spent months looking at everything. I probably tasted almost every product that we have here, and we picked nutraMetrix over everything. You know, the patients wanted it, the patients needed it, the practice needed the revenue, and so we were not only making our patients healthier, but we were also giving our practice the ability to earn more revenue so we could have state-of-the-art equipment and provide state-of-the-art care. I mean, we went to the extent of taking a waiting room that was the traditional waiting room and converting it into like a Starbucks wellness lounge, just featuring nutraMetrix products. We hired a full-time person to run our wellness lounge and to educate the patients. We had our nutritionists rotate hourly just talking about the benefits of nutraMetrix. And the patients just loved it. The practice grew, the company grew, the doctors were happier, and we survived. I was at Joe's the other night. Joe's Stone Crabs, one of the restaurants everybody loves to go in Miami. And we're waiting online, and I'm giving the guy $20 to kind of get in quickly. And I turn around and I see a group of cardiologists, people I trained with 20 years ago. Looked a little bit older, a little bit heavier. And they asked me, you know, what am I doing? And I said to them, well, how are you guys doing? And they said, you know, we're not doing bad. We sold to Tenet Hospital. We jumped the gun. We sold to Tenet. You know, we're doing okay. I said, well, how do they pay you? Well, they pay us based on what's called RVUs. RVUs is basically a fee-for-service type of unit where you get paid when you see someone and you do something and they pay you. And I said, listen, you guys need to change your model to where you get revenue, kind of whether you work or you don't work, recurrent revenue streams. And I tried to tell them about nutraMetrix and how by building a base and by incorporating high-quality products, taking good care of your patients, you build a recurrent revenue source. I said, guys, you got to get away from being that mouse in the trap, that mouse that runs the wheel. You got to get off it and look and say, how do I improve care? How do I diversify? And how do I bring in revenue every month, kind of whether I work or not? You know, and he looked at me a little startled. He went to his table. There was like 9 cardiologists sitting there, and they were eating a lot of food. And I said to myself, man, they're a little heavy. Maybe they can use TLS. But anyway, so they came to me before I left, and they're like, listen, we'd like to meet with you. We need to make some additional money. We're getting killed. So the moral of this story is that you guys have the opportunity through the healthcare environment to promote quality products and really do a good service for your physicians who are there to help you. Anyway, we'll be talking more about it tonight. The last point is GeneSnip. We love GeneSnip in our practice. We use it every day. You guys need to take the opportunity to really look at it. It's a really important part of our nutrition and wellness programs. We'll be talking about it more tonight. I want to thank everybody. Thank you.
Now, the next doctor I want to bring to you is Dr. Stan Pierce. He is advanced orthogonal chiropractor, Bachelor of Science and Doctorate degree from Life University, board certified as an Atlas orthogonist, coordinator of education research, and he's been one of our top doctors for a very long time and held Professional of the Year several times. Please help me give a nutraMetrix welcome to Dr. Stan Pierce.
It's a very exciting time in the healthcare industry because there is a worldwide wellness revolution. You may be feeling this effect because you're finding that people are getting really frustrated being told that their health is primarily based upon aging and genetics, and they're kind of being told you're guaranteed to lose your health as you're getting older, that your health has got to decline, and this is just not true. So we're seeing more and more people starting to fight for their health and saying, you know what, that's not going to be my future. I'm going to make better choices. I'm going to make them preventatively. And that really fuels into the nutraMetrix healthcare division because as people are saying, I want to know what's the right diet. I want to start an exercise program. Well, one of the things that intrigued me first and foremost with nutraMetrix was the idea of genetic customization. Because we can give patients the right information on what is the right diet for them, on what exercise program would work best for them, and in their lifestyle, things to avoid, what things would be too toxic for them, And so we can empower patients with knowledge to actually take control of their health. And that's what patients want. They really want to be able to control their health these days. And then we can customize supplementation in the form of liquid isotonic. So now we get a 90 to 95% absorption rate within 10 to 15 minutes of drinking. It's a fantastic approach. And then when you team up TLS with that, you have people's bodies frames shrinking because their insulin's being regulated better, and they're burning the fat down, and you see people just getting so excited that their future doesn't have to be lost health. We don't have to age, right? Okay, maybe we do. But the point is that people are wanting options, and the nutraMetrix healthcare division is providing those solutions. Another thing is that people do not like side effects. We hate side effects when we talk about treatment models. Well, I will tell you there are side effects in nutraMetrix. One of the side effects of using nutraMetrix health and wellness services and products is in a clinical setting, you may notice your practice grows. You may notice that because when people are healthier and happier, their family and friends notice that. And then they start talking about what it is that's causing that improvement in their health, and they start to refer people to your office. So I've noticed new patient numbers increasing since I started using nutraMetrix. Another side effect, you will see your financial dynamics to your practice change. Because as people are using the products, they're working, they reorder them, they buy them for other people, you start to see your retail numbers going up. And this was quite a surprise for us because we had, the year before we started with nutraMetrix, we had sold $7,500 in that year with a different company. And our first year with nutraMetrix, we sold $115,000, which sounds impressive. But 2 years ago, we sold $191,000. This past year, we sold $224,000. It keeps growing because more and more people are getting well. That's the focus, right? People getting well. Last side effect, as a physician, wanting my patients to be healthy and well, it gives a lot of peace and comfort and happiness to me to know I finally found a company I can team up with that's going to help me accomplish that goal more. And for every doctor trying to help their patients, I mean, there's no greater joy than to have your reputation enhanced as you see your patients doing better. And that's where we start to see the bigger picture of what we're all here for. Because as the money will come and go, and it does, it goes, the true impact of our lives is really all the other people's lives we changed. You know, I don't think people laying on their deathbeds are saying, man, I wish I would earn another $1,000. I think people on their deathbeds are thinking back all the lives they changed. You know, did they matter? And we can matter. We can matter a lot. And as this wellness revolution is changing in the world, you know, we have a much bigger purpose that all of us are teaming up to be part of. And it's an honor to be teaming up to do that with you all in nutraMetrix. Thank you.
The next doctor I get to bring up to you is our very own house dictionary, as our NCs know her, Dr. Dictionary. Dr. Deidre Mason is a doctor in naturopathic medicine, health director of Elite Health, integrative health director of Elite Health Medical Group, also part of our clinical faculty for nutraMetrix Educational Institute, and director of clinical research and education for nutraMetrix, helping support the education of health professionals and consultants in our nutraMetrix products. Please help me give a nutraMetrix welcome to Dr. Deidre Mason.
You know, I've been given the opportunity to work closely with nutraMetrix, with you, and with our health professionals. And I would say it's made an incredible impact on not just my practice, but kind of the network, or the wellness network that I've been given the opportunity to work with. When I looked at nutraMetrix, I don't know how many of you know this, but naturopaths, we're kind of stuck up. We think we know it all, especially when it comes to ingredients. So when I was, when the nutraMetrix line was revealed to me, when I looked at isotonics, I thought I literally spun on my heels because I was walking away. I was like, we're good, we know what we like here in the practice. She mentioned, my NC mentioned isotonics to me, and I literally spun on my heels because I now had something that a stuck-up naturopath couldn't be without. It was something that would generate a quality product for my patients, right? Something with no fillers and binders. It did something else that a lot of naturopaths don't think about. And I would say a lot of health professionals don't think about. The business behind medicine. It was also going to give me a competitive edge next to any other physicians that I was working with, because I would have something that didn't just meet my standards for quality, right? But it would also give me a competitive edge against my competitors, because I would have something that they didn't have in their standard tablets or capsules. I had something that was going to give my patients access to something new, novel, and improve their compliance, and ultimately patient outcomes improved when we started to use a customizable product that tasted good, that generated for them better patient outcomes. For me, more patient referrals because of that. I mean, that's an incredible impact when it comes to medicine and patient care, right? So while that was huge for me, one thing that was enormously huge for me, because I get to work so closely with everyone in nutraMetrix and Market America, is the footprint that we are all leaving in this industry. When it comes down to it, and Dr. Stan Pierce said it, on your deathbed, you want to know that you created something and that you left something remarkable behind. So that's something that I believe nutraMetrix set out to do, and knocked it out of the park. We currently have some incredible educational opportunities available. We are utilizing Facebook and social media to support your healthcare practitioners on a daily basis, giving them access to live webinars, what I refer to as grand rounds, right? Giving them a community so much bigger than they previously had, because we've taken medical doctors, DOs, DCs, and other allied health professionals, and we've shown them or exposed them to one another in an educational forum where they're learning from each other. This is something that we get to do live several times a year through the nutraMetrix Educational Institute, and then our nutraMetrix sponsored product and implementation trainings. This is somewhere where physicians of all different disciplines come together and they start to educate each other about how to be better physicians, better medical detectives, and enhance or improve the blueprint, or the footprint rather, that they're leaving behind. Do you see how we, as a community, can reach far and do amazing things, right? When you look, I agree, awesome, right? But when you think about it, we have these two incredible trainings. The NEI training for that healthcare provider that is looking for evidence-based medicine. They're looking to see that this is the right choice, that the use of nutraceuticals is both safe and efficacious, right? They want the literature, the science, and the CMEs. You're going to go up to the concourse and you're going to learn more about that training and get your health professionals registered. And then our product and implementation training happens 2 times a year, coming up on the West Coast in Arizona, and then later in the year in September in Long Island. This is the training that we're going to really send the message home to your practitioners. Thank you so much for your time.
So the next thing I want to talk about is our consultants. Now, the NCs, to be an NC, you may or may not be a fit for an NC, but everybody in here knows those who would be a great NC and love the mission of what we're accomplishing here. So what happens when an NC goes in, first thing they do with a health professional is simply conduct a quick 15-minute meeting, talk with the health professional, discuss their needs, put together a proposal for them to evaluate and see if we have a fit, then implement, support, and train the staff. And we teach you how to do this in NC training. So let's look at a very quick retail model for you to show you what kind of revenue we can generate here. Say we have a practice with 5,000 patients. Survey says 65% want wellness. Our goal is 10% for the first year. 5,000 times 10% is 500. Easy math. Break it down to daily activity. Daily activity is important. Everybody underestimates the importance of this one, but it's only 2.5 patients per day added to a wellness protocol to achieve that result that we're looking for. Now, in this formula, we designed a custom blend. It has multivitamin B, calcium, D3, and OPC. And if we achieve the goal of 2.5 patients per day or 500 patients maintaining on a wellness protocol, the running result is $14,835 of net profit per month for that health professional. Is that good revenue to add to an office? Well, let's look at the BV on that one. You understand that we have business volume points associated to every single product. I just showed you this one. Let's add the BV back in. 64.55 BV for this custom formula times 500 is 32,000 plus BV per month. Would you like 32,000 BV per month rolling up into your business center? I would think so. Well, if you add the repeating profit plus the residual revenue from the point commission system, or MPCP, that's over $236,000 a year added to the office with one product done right. Very simple. That's some revenue for everybody. Now, NCs, you get to learn about this, and if you want to evaluate and see if, well, those who want to be NCs, if you want to evaluate it and see if it would be a fit for you, we have handouts there. Now, Market America, I want to tell you, or ask you a question. Would you like me to introduce nutraMetrix personally to your prospects for you? Good, because I do it every Thursday night. We have live webinars that we host to help you take out the complexities of bringing on new business partners. Just invite them to the webinars. I show nutraMetrix. This handout is at the booth. It has daily activity, scripts, and links to the webinars. Okay, so focus on those, get them from the booth, and you can all learn how to add NCs to your business very easily. For Tools for Success, there's also other tools at the booth. If you haven't been there, definitely go get them. We have 4 trainings for 2013, and all of those people who are here get first choice. All of our trainings sold out last year. So those, I recommend those who are going to go, get your tickets and lock out the location you want, because these are them, okay? First one is in April in Phoenix, Arizona. May 17th and 19th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. September in Long Island, and October in Tampa, Florida. Team Tampa Bay. Very good. And those here do get first choice. Definitely reserve the spot that you want. You can also get information about the NEI course that Dr. Mason talked about. We have a breakout tonight at 7:30 in the Symphony Ballroom, where we're going to explain to you a lot more and have a bit of a talk show with some of our top health professionals and top NCs. It'll be something everybody will enjoy. We'll also give you a full, proper introduction to nutraMetrix so that you can really understand who we are and what we do. And I also want to let you know that we have a convention special that's only here for this weekend. It's still celebrating our 20th anniversary special. Take a look at this. Omega-3, OPC, vitamin D with K2, multivitamin. You can see the price there, plus a gene snip. This is the retail value of our gene snip kit. Well, Marty adjusted the price, and the price for the convention special gives you all of that for $199.95. That's crazy, okay? So we have them up there. You can get them up on the concourse, and I highly recommend it because, first of all, you can sell the products, and it's $160 retail profit, and quantities are limited. You want to get those, and there's $40 remaining. $40 buys you the kit. You can give it to somebody and gain a customer for life.